What's up, Dragon Brood? So today we're going to be playing a Jeskai Control Whirlwind thing. This comes by way of another YouTuber that goes by the name of Patrick Swayze, which is a pretty interesting name. But before we get into that deck, you know I gotta ask, please, if you haven't, consider hitting that like button so we can get this video in front of more people, but more importantly, hit the subscribe button because we're getting very close to our 10,000 subscribers by our February 1st deadline, and you could help us out with that. Just hit the little red button. But after you do that, we're going to take a look at this Jeskai Control Whirlwind of Thought whatever deck. I'll come up with some cool name by the time I get to the title and the thumbnail. So I will say this deck, obviously, you know, I mentioned the Whirlwind of Thought. Like, this is one of the key cards that even had this deck get my attention. I haven't played very many decks with it. And I figured this could be kind of interesting, right? This is toward the end of the season. Let me just try a couple of cards I hadn't tried. It does also play Double Vision, which lets you play or copy your first instant or sorcery you play each turn. And remember, it is each turn, so your turn and your opponent's turn, it'll copy a thing. So that's very cool. And here we're playing a ton of spells. Also, the Whirlwind of Thought is every time you play a non-creature spell, you get to draw a card. And we have mostly non-creatures, so that's a benefit. We are playing a couple of interventions as well. This one to destroy artifacts, enchantments, or gain life. This one to help us search for things we need, or counter something. So we have a little bit of counter backup. And that's kind of the only way these lists vary from what originally was posted. I believe I'm playing one less intervention, one less double vision for the two Thassa's intervention. And then in the lands, I messed around a little bit, found room for two Crawling Barons. So I think those are going to be kind of key in the long games as well. And it gives you a creature just to chump block with when you're trying to buy time to get to that extra spell, or maybe you're looking for another double color mana. Otherwise, just a bunch of good quality cards. Shocks, Fae of Wishes, Bonecrusher Giant, Slaying Fire, Shatter the Sky, Narset, and then just a bunch of land. So nothing real surprising otherwise. But, you know, let's go just take it into the arena, see what happens. Oh boy, we get to go first. You know what? I'm going to keep this, and I'm going to gamble that opponents has some kind of aggro deck. If they don't, this is just a hand that's not able to win here. Unless we just draw miraculously, but we'll see what happens. Well, this definitely is not what we wanted to play against, I'll tell you that. Though I guess if they go like crab, land, crab, we could eventually shatter the sky, and that'd be cool. But they might just be a straight up mill deck, and that's really bad for us. Because we don't have the most impressive threats to come after them, especially with 0 threats in hand, as it were. Yeah, why not? Alright, Frantic Search. Or Frantic Inventory, sorry. Frantic Search is a different card. Alright, Tutelage. Good news is, we can kill that. Alright, well, we lost our second Heliod intervention, so that's a real problem. So here, what we're going to do is pass. And I'm kind of taunting the opponent a little bit here, seeing if maybe they have a second Tutelage, and seeing if we can get 2 of them with our intervention. Because we know we don't, the odds of us getting another one are gone, because we just flipped the other one. Or if they go to draw a bunch of cards here or something. Oh, sadly, I know what the problem is. They've got Didn't Say Please in their hand. That's unfortunate. That is real unfortunate. Yeah, don't think we're even going to get to do anything we want here. See if they go to draw some cards. Alright, well. This is the best thing we get to do. If they have another, they just have another. It's not a lot we're going to do about it. Alright, Ruin Crab. Land. Search for another land. Was not a second Ruin Crab, though. So I might Shatter, let them didn't say please, see if we can get off the second Shatter. Actually, I might Shatter Narset. Well, never mind, now we're just going to Shatter. I was just going to try something else, but this is probably the correct play. Well, I say that. Maybe we just Narset and then kill the Ruin Crab. Because we don't really care about the Secret Keeper. That's not the most concerning thing, really. And, well, when we draw 3 of them in the matchup that's trying to mill you, probably not what we're concerned about. So the best thing we can do here is just draw a land, so maybe we could Shatter, see if that gets countered, run out a Bonecrusher Giant, and have something to do.
I wonder if you're brave enough to overcome your fears.
Well, okay.
Are delightfully friendly.
Well, this Narset might just die killing an Ashiok. That's a thing we'll just have to do. Or will she? Let's see, we Shatter, get rid of the creatures. Or we could just play a Bonecrusher Giant. Whirlwind of Thought is a little bit dangerous in this matchup. But could be what we need to do regardless. Narset has to go here, though. I think that's a given. We don't have enough to kill Ashiok otherwise. So, at the very least, oh, a double vision. Oh. What? Man. Yeah, this sucks. I want to make the fun play, but I think I got to make the responsible play.
I've lost my inspiration.
Too bad one of these wasn't a land that turn. That would have been real nice. Being able to run that double vision out there, but no deal. Alright, I'm going to assume we're not going to win this one. Alright, this is reasonable. It's a keeper. Likely just using a Fabled Passage on the second turn to go get an island. Opponent open. Well, okay. It's not necessarily what I thought was going to happen there. Well, I guess the good news is we get to shock something. We're going to go get an island. Well, that's a thing. Okay. I'm not sure how we're going to win this. Other than maybe saving a Thassa's Intervention for a Zenith Flare. Might be our only real out. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to pass. I think just having this Fae of Wishes later is just too important. But yeah, missing land there definitely hurts. Alright, we'll go ahead and play one of them, I guess. Alright, they're just gonna go get a Lurrus. Alright, this has worked out in a very weird way for us.
Victory is just another puzzle. Enlightenment begins within.
I mean, this is a weird thing, right? If Narset doesn't die, it's possible we gain enough over a series of turns that we're not that worried about worried about the Zenith Flare. Because it's 1 per card in the yard, but I mean, I don't know. Sure. Another Narset, huh? I was about to say we can't shadow this guy, but we can, because we can actually just spend white. They could get Lurrus, they could get back the Rescuer, then we get rid of everything again. We could Narset to kill Lurrus just straight up, if it came to that. Alright, let's attack. Get white.
Let me help you practice.
I mean, who knows though? I mean, they might Zenith Flare after a Narset for all I know. Yeah, exactly.
Even masters make mistakes.
We don't really care if they gain life off that guy. That's kind of irrelevant to
Demonstrate the prowess of my ancestors.
everything.
To open the mind, you must first open the heart.
I'll let them attack into Narset a turn or two, possibly here. Mostly because being able to go get something later to lock down the game's better. Alright, well that's not too bad. So Narset will go down to 3. We will push her back up to 4.
Please back off.
Get white. We will shatter the sky again. And pass. Yep. They don't have 28 in the yard, so I feel okay there. Alright, here we will go get a second red, just to give us our color flexibility. Ooh. Now that's a thing.
Enlightenment
Let's get red.
begins within.
So now things get kind of interesting. And they've cycled a lot of cards. So at some point... Well, I mean, they've also drawn a lot of land, too. Alright, Zenith Flare on that is reasonable.
My apologies. I lost my focus.
Good news is, this also means we've seen 2 Zenith Flares already. So opponent's going to have to work to get at us. Let's go blue 2, 4, 6, 7. And we get 2 things. So let's get... I feel like Inspiring Ultimatum should be one of them. Though we need a 3rd red. Can't quite cast that yet. God's Intervention to gain a bunch of life could be really nice. I feel like I'm gonna... taking one of those feels kind of scary. Let's just Soul Guide Lantern. That removes their yard. Then we just don't have to worry about it. And then I'm actually just gonna get a Chandra. Yep. That'll do it. Alright, let's do it. Alright, opponent mulligan to 6. You know what? I am going to go ahead and search for a land just on the off chance we draw something like Bone Crusher or whatever and feel the need to use it next turn. Go ahead and get us an island, I think. Alright, get our island. Play a mountain. Pass. Yep, they have a Thought Thief. Okay, mill some cards. Oh, that's so bad. That's so bad. I don't think we can beat anything with that type of draw. Ruin Crab, sure. Why not? Yeah, get it. We'll go get, I guess, a white land? Actually, this is kind of tough. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go get white anyway on my turn. Mostly just so I have access to Athasa's Intervention was my concern here. Alright, we're just getting milled. We're at 32. 32 cards. Alright, kill a crab. I mean, arguably, maybe I should have just killed the Thought Thief, but meh. I'll live with the consequences. Narset, huh? And they didn't counter to keep the crab alive. So they definitely have a counter for this. Yep. I was thinking one of the things they might have is like a shark. But who knows? Never know with these decks. I'm not too worried about my life total, all things considered. Didn't say pleased again. Nope, just drowned in the lock this time, sure. "24 cards. That's good. We now know opponent has at least one less card in hand, though they now can activate their Castle Vantress effectively, which we don't love. Alright. Ooh, boy, I really needed one of these to be a land somewhere along the way. It's pretty unfortunate. I mean, I guess we can attempt to just cast it. This is probably where we get sharked, sadly. Nope. Okay. Kill spell for a Fae of Wishes. Hopefully that works. Probably doesn't. But either way, the opponent's not using Castle Vantress here, so don't hate it. Wait, what did they drown in the lock? Their own Heartless Act? Is that what happened? Well, that's just a goofy play. Alright, Thieves Guild Enforcer. We're down to 19 cards. I mean, we could, well, exactly, just get roughed out of all of our cards here. 17. Man, why did we draw no land here? I don't know if we have any real outs with 16 cards left. And 11 life. Like, our life isn't inconsequential here either. I mean, yeah, we'll block here. Flash in a Thought Thief. Alright, Azarasan. Sure. Alright, here we go. Let's rock and roll with this one here. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn this one to red. Playing against some type of Selesnya, I think. Actually, maybe not. Could just be green-white something. Maybe Abzan. Alright, we'll pass. Ooze. We will definitely shoot an ooze. I like that plan. And then we'll just put this into play. Lovestruck Beast. Okay, well, we can... Oh, well, that's unfortunate. But I say we can at least deal with the Lovestruck Beast, all things considered. Let's go get... I guess we have all the colors. Another red in case we want it, I guess. If for some reason we need to get 6 damage in on a thing, guess it's possible. Ooh, okay, we can do that. Actually, let's just Bone Crush first. Okay, it was possible we draw some other type of land, so I at least considered that first. We'll be able to take out Lovestruck Beast now. And possibly whatever comes up. Nope, just gonna Giant Killer us. Okay. No token. Alright, that's a good sign. That's a real good sign. 3 Slaying Fires, huh? Not the way I really expected this to go, if I'm being quite honest. Just gonna pass and leave all these options up. Because Zondu Mammoth is fine, I guess. Opponent's passing. We'll shoot that and get a card. We'll shoot the Mammoth with that on the stack. Get a card. We will go ahead and go hunt. Get a card. Seems to be a theme here, obviously. 2, 4, 6, 7 already. And we're going to be drawing another card. Yeah, I'm just going to go see what the opponent has to say about Ugins. We can kill whatever 1/1 or something the opponent tries to go with here. Arachneer, sure. And I don't even think we're going to shoot the Arachneer. I think we're just going to... Oh, what's the opponent doing? Why on earth would you do that, opponent? You know I have an Ugin, right? It's one of the few things they could do against an Ugin. I mean, admittedly, I was only gonna... I mean, I would have been able to survive it for a turn and then shoot it, but they don't know that. Yeah, because we don't have to do this for 3.
And you will grow lost to history.
Yep. Oh, so what do I think about this deck? I would say that it's fun, you know, but it's not something I would probably recommend anybody playing the ladder, mostly because I think you're going to struggle very heavily against any type of Mel decks, actually. So whether you're talking about Rogues, Blue-Black, Mono-Blue, those are all going to be very tough matchups. Not saying you can't win. I mean, there are ways you can, but you will struggle pretty tough, pretty heavily, pretty mightily in those. So that's probably the downside. And you probably can't play the Crawling Barrens. You do need your colored mana a lot in this list. Almost everything feels like it needs like multiple colors to be at its best, whether that's 3 red for the Slaying Fire, you want your 3 colors for Whirlwind of Thought, 3 colors for Narset, double blue, double white for other stuff. Like, it's pretty tough, it's pretty demanding. So that is a disadvantage I think this deck has as well. But if you just like doing crazy things with big over-the-top cards, it's kind of fun. You know, we'll say that. As for our card spotlight today, we're going to be talking about Rurik Thar, the big bad 6/6. Which, sadly, you would look at stats and what it does, and you would think, man, this card must have been busted in Standard. No, actually, nobody played it in Standard, believe it or not, and I like playing those colors. But, truthfully, this thing's been quite a house in Commander. A lot of times, you know, it can lead to you getting to have some political stuff going on at the table just because people don't want it there for one reason or another. You can also keep some of those combo-y decks or the cards that are like decks that are recurring things to replay them. You can keep those honest as well, so that's pretty good. But yeah, check it out if you haven't. If you're into a heavy creature deck, this is definitely a card you should probably consider playing. Otherwise, as usual, you know, if you want to find the deck list or you want to come join us in our Discord or follow us on Twitch, come hang out, chat, visit my sponsors, buy some things. All those links are in the description down below. And also, if you haven't, please consider liking this video so more people get to see it, and then hitting the subscribe button to help us reach our 10,000 subscribers by February 1st, because we are getting really close and we're inside of 3 weeks, so every little bit counts at this point. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.